They use characters, which are pictures. And I wrote some up here. Like simple ones like for big is da. And when they taught us when I first learned that if you pictured somebody as if they were standing as big as they could stand, then that would be the character da. It looks like a guy standing, see, with his arms reached out real big. And then xiao is for little. And they said xiao, it looks like somebody's all trying to be as small as they could be. So da is big and xiao is little. So sometimes you can look at the characters and the way they're written. It helps you understand what it is you're reading. But like, for instance, nanren is for man. Nanren, and the character is filled. This is the character for filled. And then the character for strength, which is a guy's, if you look, it's his arm, see? The muscle. And that's for nan. And then ren, this is a character for a person. But if you think about it, it almost looks like somebody who's walking. You know, the way they write it. So nanren. And for a woman, the character is Nü. Nüren. Nü. And that's supposed to be a picture of a woman holding with her arms the way she would hold. And what's cool is the word, your teachers taught you how to say ni hao, which means hello. But what it really means is, are you well? Are you good? And the character for ni, that means you, and then hao is the character for woman, and then the character for ni hao. And this is a character for an infant, and this is the character for a woman. So the word good literally means a mother and child is good. So there's little things to remember. It makes it a little bit easier. Some things are kind of funny because like the word for family or home is jia, and it is a roof with a pig under it. So because Chinese, almost back, a long time ago, Chinese, they always had a pig. That's what they, in fact, Chinese to this day, they eat a lot of pork as most of the meat they eat. So your home was a roof with a pig in it, for jia. And then for your father, is Fuqin, the character. And it's actually two axes, Fuqin. And then Muqin, Muqin for mother. But then the Chinese, they have different word for big brother and little brother. Big brother is ge ge, and little brother is di di, and then big sister is jie jie, and little sister is mei mei, mei mei. And you can tell because they have the part of the character is the female radical. So when you see that, you know that that's going to be about a woman and not a man. And some other things is the letters, the numbers in Chinese are actually pretty easy. If the character for one is E, but it's as simple as just one line is E, and then you have R. R is 2, and then San is 3 lines, and then you have Si. Then you have Wu for 5. Leo for 6, Qi for 7, Pa for 8, and then Zhou, and then Shi is 10. And then if you're going to write 15, you'd write 10 and 5. You'd write Shi Wu is 15. And then for 100 is Bai, and 1,000 is Chen. So this year is R Chen. Ling Shiwu. They just say Artian Ling Shiwu. For 2015. Well, Shirleo, it's 2016. And then the character for old is Lao. And there's really not a lot of sense with that. And then Nianqing would be young. And it literally means the years are like, I keep forgetting that. Nianqing. And then I wrote some of the colors. Hong, Huang, Lü, Lan, Zi, Bai, Hei. Black is Hei, Bai is white, and Huanghe is the Chinese, the river, the longest river that they have. Huanghe, the Yellow River. But it's not as hard once you start looking at it, because all the characters are parts. Like for Lan, for blue, this is a part, which you'll see in a lot of the characters. And then this is actually for bamboo. And I forget what this is, but this is another part. But there's actually 3 parts to the character that are written as one. And I think there's 117 of these little parts. And all the characters use one or the other put together.
So there's 117 little parts. Like we have 26 letters, they have 117 little parts.
It's 117 or 112.
Wow.
And they call them radicals. And they're little parts. And for instance, like in Jie, this is the female radical. And then
Mackenzie.
A lot of times the second part will be a phonetic, but not necessarily. Like G, this is for G. And if you put the speech radical, G, that means song. Changge is to sing a song. G. And then even for like Tian, for the character for heaven, you have a man. You have a man, Da, you know, and then above him, just because heaven's up above, things like that to remember. So.
That is really cool. Well, guys, what do we want to tell Hayden's daddy one more time? Thank you. That was, and friends, did you notice his shirt? It's the kind of shirt real soldiers wear. Way cool.